Is it working? Oh, okay. My bad. Why is always some kind of hiccup? Always some kind of hiccup. Sound should be on now. A minute of air talking. Sorry. Um. Anyway, I was saying good morning to everyone. Sorry for a minute of no sound. Good morning. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. I question. I told you guys in the group. I question often taking breaks sometimes because like, oh, there's money to be made. You got to be active. We had a good week. We had a good week, so we're still making money, and I still think mental health is very important. And spending time with loved ones and family members, I did say I'm going to balance it more going forward, so we don't miss stuff. But um, yeah, we've been having a good week. Um, one minor little hiccup, which I guess some don't even consider a hiccup, is just me. I like overperforming. I like doing my best. I'm a very I got to be the best. That's all I can really say. But yeah, it's been a good week for the group. I guess I know my hold on my yeah, just my competitiveness is a little crazy. But yeah, the group has had a really good week. Glad to see people happy and stuff. So I'm gonna say this up front. I never ever really do this, but you always remind me. If you want to join the Patreon, it's at patreon.com/cryptozo signing off. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we've been doing good. What I want to say today is just the same thing that the thumbnail says. I've been rambling. I never have clickbait, but I'm gonna just jump right into it. Um, I saw something this morning that confirmed something I had been thinking. I guess I've been saying it for a long time. I'm gonna be honest though. This market can get so tricky and psychological sometimes that we all kind of fall for things and we start to question or whatever. But we had this particular one that I said we kind of had a hiccup on. I guess some of y'all don't care. But I saw somebody as I was looking around this morning. I didn't get a chance to look too deep into stuff. But I saw somebody say to somebody else, like, blah, blah, blah is moving. What happened? And what they were really saying is we don't want this stuff to run to later in the cycle. Why is it running now? Who's shielded? Who's talking about it? Whatever, whatever. And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. But and it just confirmed what I've been saying, and it got to me too, man. I'm not gonna lie, it got to me too. Meme coins is still gonna be a thing. I do believe that, but all this narrative jumping around, I keep saying, and it's a true statement. And some people say it in a true way. Some people say it in a scammy way when they're trying to brainwash people, like, "Oh, narrative shifts, and every narrative has its time to shine," or whatever, which is true. But what I try to do with my group is I'm trying to get us in stuff that is going to run the entirety of the cycle, not this in and out stuff. Of course, you're gonna have those troubles with meme coins and stuff like that. It depends on how the meme coin performs, what's going on in the community and stuff like that. But for the most part, the utility stuff, I'm trying to find the stuff that's going to be long term. And one thing I'm be honest, I started kind of trying to started questioning. I still believe. I believe those you find stuff good this early that's going to run the entirety of the cycle, and you hold it, and then you do well. Versus this stuff that, yeah, I understand. Every project's not going to have VCs. It's going to be like, oh, this project's got good developers or whatever, whatever. And I saw two projects that people were talking about, like probably in like between February through April of 2024 of this year. And I was like, oh, okay, they got some development going on over there, whatever, whatever. I said, I'm gonna come back and check, after the prices probably retested a little bit and see what's going on in there. I went back and look at the charts, and they're not rug, but they're like all the way down, which is my point I'm trying to make is a lot of these things are a little short term. What am I trying to say? It a lot of times what people pretending to be alpha is really just coordinated scamming. It's a bunch of people that got together like we got alpha. No, the alpha is y'all all got together and decided to shield this crap to make a liquidity grab. And now, I mean, the chart's been like down, down, and it shouldn't be down for the narrative it is for the narrative it is in. Um, it shouldn't be down, but it's been down for like 8 months now. Like, what's below down? It's below down. I'm trying not to say it rug, but Yeah, so really got to work not to be swayed by, oh, this is the next narrative. Like the next narrative is pseudo religious elephants. Like this is not the point. It's like I don't even give a crap about none of this. I see one that I may kind of new narratives popping off, but I don't know if I really even care. I was telling somebody in the group, they're saying something about sending me something, and I mean, no offense to anybody, and this probably sound crazy, but I'm not saying I don't respect people in the group, but I don't really take recommendations like that. I got a laundry list so long of projects that I'm waiting to come out, um, that I'm really not looking for people like, hey, did you see this project? It's not really something I'm looking to do because I got a list of projects I'm maybe already either already waiting to come out or that I'm looking at. But yeah, we're in the part of the cycle. What I'm trying to say, we're in the part of the cycle where utility is going to shine, and not even the part of the cycle. The rest of the cycle, I'm really just focused on the utility stuff that I've looked into. Of course, we're going to try to find some meme coins as always, even though it can be difficult. But that's what my focus is right now. Not trying to see what people talking about. Well, hey man, this is popping off, and Teletubbies with Jordans on is about to pop off. I don't care. I'm really not trying to focus on what narratives. I'm just, even if the narrative is not here right now, I'm just looking at the list of stuff I got that I feel like it's going to perform well. Um, this is another mindset stream. Sorry, y'all. But what I'm really focused on is the stuff that I know is going to come out. Some of them are still stupid, and they come out at these high evaluations. But then at the same time, if they already had investment rounds and different stuff, I guess they really can't change that if people got in whatever round. Some projects are changing how the investment schedules are working. So I've been scratching off projects. It is what it is. I've scratched off probably 4 this week, that I was yeah, I was pretty bullish on them, but I scratched them off. I'm not even going to look back, see what the chart is doing. I don't really care to see if they dip. I just don't care at all. I'm just really trying to be focused in because we feel like we got a year left. I see people saying stuff shorter. I still feel like we got a year left. Um, we'll talk about the different movements in the market, but for right now, I'm just thinking long term, as I've always been thinking, not really caring about what's happening in the short term, what new narrative is coming up. Um, what is it? Uh, sorry, I'm trying to look at my notes. I should stop. I need to stop shorthanded. Um, but yeah. Anyway, a lot of people are going to start coming into the utility play. Oh, I think what I was trying to say was there's a particular play that I know is a good project, good narrative, and everything. And to be honest, it sets kind of sideways for about at least 6 months now. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I think it's been 6 months. It's been sitting sideways. It's done like a 3x, but it's just confirming what I was thinking. I was talking to my lady about it because I'm a person that studies and I go find information. I don't realize that everybody else is waiting for stuff to be shilled. Like that's just not how I operate. I do take it into consideration because you got to think how the rest of the market is thinking. But I'm just like, this project should have moved more than this for the market cap is at or whatever. But most people are only waiting for somebody to shill a bigger channel, which gives us the opportunity to get in stuff early. But now that people are shifting the utility, they're thinking, they're looking at certain projects like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get and start collecting my bags, and then I'm gonna shill it to my audience or whatever. And we've got, y'all know what I'm talking. We got like 3 of them that's already made pretty massive moves or whatever. And I know people pissed off about it because even when I'm still mad at myself about that one. But yeah, some of the stuff is starting to move earlier than they want, and so it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. And most people not watching it, but that they seeing some of the stuff that they wanted to get into and collect their bags before their shield is already moving. Um, yeah, it's interesting just seeing people complain about it on Twitter, which is why you shouldn't play games. But yeah, I'm not narrative chasing anymore. I'm just trying to stick to the stuff that I know is good. And I was saying this at the beginning of the cycle too. I can think this note here is like, a lot of people talk about stuff moving or whatever, but it's their group pumping it, or like I said, collective groups pumping it, and then it does nothing later. And the thing I don't want to do is have people I'm gonna play with my friend real quick. Oh, never mind. They stopped. Um, there was uh sorry, FaceTiming me. But anyway, um, yeah, their groups are pumping it together. And the thing I never want to do with my group is get y'all into something that just we're pumping or some groups are pumping and then it doesn't pump later. Because I see a lot of people, I've been saying there's a lot of people shilling stuff that they don't realize it's just scammers pumping, and they got their people thinking that this is a long term hold for the rest of the cycle. Um, But yeah, anyway, I think you guys are starting to see what's going on. People are shifting back into the actual plays. Meme coins will have another run again, but that's just where we are in the cycle. This is a bunch of just mindset stuff, and I wanted to stream today. But in the short term, I did already say I do expect a couple of dips coming up here. Also realize, okay, once again, I'm not an oracle, not trying to tell the future, but there's a couple of things going on right now. Right now, everybody's not everybody. Some people are like, what is the Santa rally at? Well, we got the Santa rally too, right? But the other thing is we got this interest rate decision coming up too. So in the meantime, stuff could like have some dumps in between because I'm talking too fast. Actually, I got a conflicting thought. Let me just say it. But in the meantime, people waiting for the interest rate cuts, and that could be seen as bullish because we're on this interest rate cutting cycle or whatever. Um, just as I don't know, some stuff I've been seeing. I wonder where they pause the interest rate cuts and save them to the next year after Trump gets in, just because of some of the stuff how inflation's been moving lately. Without getting too deep into it, let me just cut it off there because I'll start rambling. Just where inflation has kind of been lately, I wonder are they going to pause the cuts and probably go next year? I know everybody's the 25 basis points is supposed to be coming or whatever. I don't know, but I just know that decision is coming up, and even if people thought it was going to bullish, usually there's a drop right before, even though there's supposed to be Santa rally or whatever. But anyway, I keep telling y'all, I just think long term, I don't really care what happens in the short term. Of course, you want some dips on certain stuff so you can buy back or DCA lower. But yeah, I got slides over here, but I really came on it if you guys had any questions and stuff like that, and just talk about the stuff I talked about. Once again, every stream is not about 1,000x gem. I still think this is important stuff to think about because I see even sometimes when I do portfolio reviews, I try not to like knock some stuff, but I try to tell you like, hey man, I know you've heard this one being talked about, but I really think it was just a liquidity grab, and it's really, like I said, not saying every project has to have VCs, but some of these projects don't have backing in them to get the exchange listings. When you talk about going into the parabolic phase and retail investing in your stuff, if it's still only on the decks of small exchanges where retailer can't get to, it's probably not going to do much. And everything does not have to be on Coinbase and Binance to run, but it's got to be on something that's reachable. It's got to have enough marketing budget for people to get into the stuff. And I would say for the last 8 months, they just been playing a bunch of games, uh, jumping in and out of narratives. Meme coins been running a lot of scammy projects, but now it's I hate to say it this way, but the globe is it's kind of my time to shine because I do a lot of research, man. And what I've been seeing is a lot of the projects that I've been looking at haven't even come out yet. So decent gains here and there. For the most part, we've been DCing or whatever. But now it's going to come back where the knowledge is going to come in handy. And it's not going to be one of those things where like, oh, those plays are just pumping because the whole market's pumping. No, these are good plays. And like I said, I saw people complaining about one of them this morning and pissed off that they missed entry. And I don't think I was upset with one of them that was up. I think it was like up 150% or whatever. But now these people buying is at 550% up. I think that's why I last looked at it. But yeah, it's this cycle's different, man. The cycle's different, man. So a lot of people getting cut off guard, but I don't know. I don't want to be rambling, but it's just mindset stuff. This was what's going on. We're going back in utility and you legit play. So make sure you're not in just some bull crap that some influencers got together to pump together, and you thinking like this is the play for the cycle. I'm gonna just ride this wave to the end, and it's probably not gonna do anything. But yeah, I think it's a good time to get in group. The group's been doing good this week, and I expect us to keep doing even better. But let me see if I had. Oh, let me say this though. I saw a couple of people talking about this, but I'm just read this particular tweet. It said significant movement spotted. There's been a large chunk of 3 to 5 year old Bitcoin wallets, big wallets, making moves in the last 2 days or whatever. Probably taking profits at 100K because 100K is a round number. So you kind of got to expect that. And then at the same time, people are expecting us to have some dumps here. I've been saying that probably for the last week, which is why somebody was telling me they were hesitant to get some of the buy alerts because they're like, don't you think it's going to be a dump soon? Yeah, but at the same time, like some of these were at their bottoms, and you can kind of tell how the chart was looking that it was time to buy. I'm glad we got in when we got in. Yeah, I think we had 3 good plays this week. So there's just so much to factor in when the market could be dumping, but some projects probably it probably could be a big dump coming, but it's gonna be one or two projects that we may not even be holding them, to be honest. But it still be like one or two projects is like skyrocket out of nowhere. So you just got to think long term when you're looking at projects. A lot of people talking about this lately. Donald Trump holds nearly $7.5 million in crypto, probably more than that. But his largest holding is ETH. That's just the wallet they track, and I'm pretty sure he's just like BlackRock. He got other wallets. But as I said, ETH is still going to get his run. I know a lot of us like to make fun of it and the price action, all that stuff, but it's going to have a run. Where's the price at now? Let me just look at that real quick. It could still, I still see it doing like probably a 2.5 to 3x from here. And I know that's not a lot for some of y'all, but if you throw some big money in there, you still can make some money. But I don't look to hold it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much stuff I want to talk about. I'm not even trying to be braggadocious, but it's true. Like front running a lot of this narrative crap where people just trying to have the flavor of the week stuff. I'm no longer trying to do the flavor of the week stuff. If you want to gamble a little money on the side on that stuff, you can do that. But as you're starting to see this week that we're gonna be in some good plays. We're gonna be in a lot of good plays, and certain narratives haven't run yet. Like gaming's been real terrible, and still waiting for a catalyst next year. So it's probably not even gonna be this year, but next year when that starts to get some catalyst to run. But you got to remember why you had conviction in the projects and just hold them, and make sure your portfolio is well balanced. As I keep saying too, don't just be in all micro caps because as you've been seeing, some of these bigger caps and the mid caps are the ones that are running right now. But it's all about just having a good project. That's really what it's about. Anyway, I'm not going to continue to ramble, but I did want to say that stuff so you know what's really going on. Hopefully you understood what I was saying. Some stuff has been sideways. People are going into utility now. They've been playing games. The game's about to be over. And so we're going to reap the benefits. What is it? Oh, I was trying to read your comment. Karma said, good morning to you too. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. I told you I had to rest my brain. I know people can make jokes about that, like, oh, you must be mentally weak. I got so much other stuff going on besides crypto, to be honest. Sometimes I don't even know how I function sometimes, if I'm being honest. But I'm not going to give y'all a whole like sob story or whatever. But I be having a lot going on. Stan said, children stay home. This is grown folks' money-making business. Yeah, we've been making some money, man. I just wish I got in that one play a little bit earlier. I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. Then this is a slew of everybody telling me the sound was muted. I didn't even know that. I got to stop having these hiccups in the beginning of my streams. But what this one says, hey, Zo, have you ever considered that gaming is a dead narrative? No. See, that's what I was saying earlier. You probably said this earlier. That's what they want to make you think about a lot of stuff. Even one of these, this one play I'm talking about was actually is a mid cap. It's a bigger cap. It's a mid cap, and it just sat sideways for 6 months, and it makes you think like, oh, I guess this project is dead. But knowing the back end, knowing what the project is used for, and all that kind of stuff, we went ahead and I think we pretty much bought the bottom of it. And then and people was on Twitter saying the same thing, like, I don't think nobody care about this project. I guess the project is dead. It's not moving nowhere. And then I don't know where it's at now. I think it's up like a 3x. But yeah, that's what they want you to think. Excuse me. That's what they want people to think. This stuff is dead. The game is definitely gonna come back. The only problem is, like I said, one of the catalysts. It's like 3 catalysts that I can think of. One of them is off the grid and stuff, and y'all understand that jump was supposed to came out. Then it was supposed to be this year. Now it's gonna be next year. So I'm not even really focused over there right now. I got the bags I'm holding. I'm just trying to focus on like the stuff we've been buying lately. My bags are kind of packed on that stuff. I'm not focused on it because the catalyst's not coming to next year. Yeah, you could try to front run in DC and all that kind of stuff, but then again, I already packed my bags, and if we have a dump coming, then they probably gonna dump some more for give better entry. So, but game is not dead. I don't think it's gonna come back. It's gonna have its time to shine. Still had a friend said, good, there you go. Good day, man. BB Services said, yeah, mental health is one of the basic, mental health is one of the basics to achieve success. Oh, I see the basics. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, it is. And I don't think people understand that. It's not like about, oh, you weak, you can't handle it. Like, in sleep is the same thing. I think people like really underplay sleep when it comes to like some people like all work, no sleep. I'm a grinder, entrepreneur, gym rat. What I don't care if you're a gym rat, entrepreneur, hustler, whatever you are. Even the biggest hustlers, sleep is most important. Like when you get a good night's sleep, I know I sound like a corny infomercial, but when you get a good night's rest, like your brain is it works much better for you than you trying to like. Sometimes I say I sit at this computer all day, whether y'all realize it or not. Y'all might be talking in the group and I might not be saying nothing, but I'm sitting at this computer all day, and sometimes I've been trying to like implement breaks more. Um, maybe watch a couple of videos to rest my brain. Not that toxic bull crap that be on social media, but maybe something that's learning, something to take my mind away for stuff. And I've been talking about this for a year now, and I still haven't got back on my gym regimen. One before this cycle is over, y'all gonna see how big I usually am. Like I'm usually like just pounds of muscle. Y'all probably can't even fathom what that looks like right now because I think the whole time I've been streaming, I've been pretty slim. Like I'm kind of ripped, but I'm way slimmer than I usually am. But sleep is important. Actually, working out is good for you. Is this crazy? I'm on a tangent now because you said that. But I see this thing where we talk about in the gym community. It takes energy to work out, but working out gives you energy. So the crazy thing is, most times people are like, I'm sluggish. I'm too tired to work out. Well, you're tired because you're not working out. It's like this catch-22. Most of y'all are sluggish because you're not working out. Working out actually gives you energy, even though it takes energy. Like it's important to do this. I keep telling myself, man, I gotta find. I don't know when it's gonna be. I keep telling myself it's gonna be right after the stream, but then in my mind, I'm like, well, I just got off stream. People gonna be asking me questions, but I think that's what I'm gonna have to start doing. Right after my streams, I'm gonna have to. I got a gym in my house. Like I got a full gym in my house, y'all. And all I gotta do is walk downstairs, and I that place is so cold right now. Like I'm barely in there. She's in there more than I am, but I think after my streams is what I'm gonna have to start doing, or maybe answer some questions and get in the gym. But it's important. It helps your mental health too. Carmen said I got I don't even know. I was just saying stupid stuff. What I say was funny. I don't even remember. XRP. What about XRP? Um, last time I saw it, it was kind of coming down because my boy that I was trying to talk to about it from Thanksgiving, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, but it's probably still it's gonna run. I'm not trying to say you can't make any money, but I was trying to tell him it's limited because I think it was nearing like $3 when we talked. So I mean, it's not down. It's not like it dumped. I think it was like 283 when I last was talking to him. Is it 240 now? I don't know what are you saying about XRP? Um, oh, somebody blowing my phone up. Shawana said fire, fire, fire. Dave said turbo. I mean, it's gonna do well. I wish I would have sold more when it was around that 6 range. Where is it at now? I'm gonna be honest. Some of these I can't. Oh, it's at 7 now. That's cool because it was down at 5 for a minute. I don't know when I'm gonna sell off this whole bag. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest. Probably gonna be quicker because after a while it's diminishing returns. So it did get the listing. So I ain't gonna tell y'all why I'm gonna sell. Not yet. I don't think my group didn't even get that from me though. I was holding that before I even really probably had this group. What Tad Ape said, gaming is such a good narrative. Gaming is such a good narrative that they want us to think it's dead. Oh, exactly. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah, exactly. But I say it's catalyst that not just gaming. There's a bunch of narratives that have big projects that were supposed to launch, whether y'all know it or not. It was like February of this year. Like that's almost 12 months ago now. Then they would change it and be like, oh, we're launching in the summer. Then they would change it again, say they're launching like now, then they changed it again to next year. So some of these projects have changed their TGE or their token generation event or launch day or whatever, like 3 and 4 times, and y'all don't even realize it. And that's why the market's been stupid. So that's why people been just making up trash garbage to like pump and get liquidity. Yeah. Well, it's gonna come back. Which one are you talking about? You talking about the gaming joint? I mean, I'm not the most bullish on it. I mean, it's got good exchanges or whatever. And where is it at right now? It covers like 2 different narratives. AI gaming. I'm not buying that. Where is it? It was down at like $2 and $3 at one point. I mean, it's decent, but it's not something I'm looking to buy. Not at that, especially not at that valuation. Sid said watching Turbo close. Yeah, I got that around 9 million market cap. That's one of them. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely. What What is this? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely 100x that. Probably that's probably gonna be like a 300 for me. Um, why is $50 membership say? Oh, that $50. I keep telling people it's never going back to that price. That was for like early adopters, people who believed in the Patreon or the group of the channel early, and they was like, "Hey, I see this dude. He seems kind of cool. Let me try him out." And it was the first people that got in the group. It'll never be that price again. So the only price it'll be is the price it is now, and maybe higher as we go on. To be honest, in my mind, I was going to have the group cut off by now, but the cycle's been way different. But no, it's never going back to the $50 price. Carmen B said because he's not offering that anymore. That was yeah, she's saying what I just said. Yeah, that was super old. Current price is cheap considering. Sorry, the monitor has a Katie Kate said current price is cheap considering the gains. Yeah, like I said, especially like I've done a lot of research on some of the hottest projects. I don't really care like what's hot now, what different groups are pumping, and if it's doing whatever. I need to see like solid projects, solid backing, been developing over time or whatever. Because you don't really have to gamble. You don't really have to gamble much right now to make money. And I just really rather stay safer. And I mean, we DGing as far as market cap, but I want to get DGing as far as like, hey man, it's these two developers. They're really good developers. They used to run a pizza shop, but now they got an AI project that they doing, and it could be a cool project, but I'm good on that. I just want to find the good projects that I know is going to run. And the same thing I keep saying is it's not always the micro caps and the small caps. I know everybody wants to have their whole portfolio on those. And even one person was saying, "Well, I held out on that project because it was a bigger market cap." And let me say this too: bigger market cap is not 200 million, especially not under 100 million. Some of y'all consider big market cap like 50 million. Like that is tiny. And y'all sometimes avoid that because y'all want everything to be 1 and 2 million market cap. And that's cool and all. And yeah, maybe you can get the gains, but sometimes it's such a maybe on those. And then maybe sometimes some of those will shoot up 3 and 4x, and you be like, okay, this is gonna be my 100x. And sometimes I've seen projects be like, I'm gonna be realistic. I've seen projects like be it like 1 or 2 million market cap, run up to 22 million or something, and it's like a 10x, and then you feeling good, think it's gonna be 100x, and then it dumps back down to 4 million. So it's not always that the lowest market cap is gonna be the ones that perform. You're gonna have some that are 50, 60, 120, 200, 300 million market cap that do some good numbers. That's a small market cap. I think some of the way some of y'all look at market caps is kind of messed up, and I don't know like where that thought process came from, but yeah, those are small market caps. Um, Jay Good said, "Okay, Karma just found him today." Oh, you just found me today. Okay. Yeah, it's never gonna be that price again. BBB Services said at Jay Good, yeah, bro, 100 USD for access to this group is like investing in Bitcoin in November 2022. That's a huge compliment. I guess if that's how y'all feel. I mean, yeah, I think my group is good too, but yeah. Ligerman, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Said, "Keep up the good work, bro," and it is work too. I was saying in the group, like I know a lot of people just like making money off their group. That's their hustle, but that's not my hustle. My hustle is making money off crypto, and I really care. And the difference with me is I'm just I'm just wired like that. It's not me trying to even be a good person. Actually, my lady has to help me not do that sometimes because it actually it's messed me up a lot in life. But my mother raised me a certain way, and I'm wired a certain way. I actually care about people, so I get stressed about the smaller stuff that y'all don't even be thinking about sometimes. Like the one project that I really want to punch a wall because I was like had that junk on the very bottom, like the very very bottom, and I just kind of y'all know what I did. But yeah, that stuff bothers me, and y'all probably not even thinking about it, but I just it's a lot of stress. Like this is making me realize how much stress it is. Like even for celebrities, so it makes me really look at it. Like I keep saying how even with Bronny, like all these people, talking about Bronny, and I mean, like y'all mad because his dad is LeBron James, and it'd be different if Bronny was an a-hole and Bronny was just talking trash all the time and was, he's a pretty humble dude, and like everybody, all these grown people, like my parents' age like are talking trash about this man because he made it to the NBA and y'all didn't make it to the NBA. Like I don't think y'all realize how much stress that is or whatever. And to be honest, I said this in the past. I know some of y'all think I'm weird and I really don't give a crap. But even people who I know have been scamming me, y'all know some people I had problems with in the past. That's even been my mindset with them. I was like, all right, cool. It seems like they changed, they learned their lesson because I really don't want to put that stress on anybody. I do want them to realize the mistakes they made and the trash that they did. But I'm like, I don't want to leave that stress on nobody for like eternity or whatever. So, um, yeah, y'all don't realize the pressure people be on. These celebrities that people like to jump on social media and talk about, it's a lot of pressure, man. Like having a group doing this and people like, hey, Zoe, what do you think is a good play? And you having to like go through your thoughts and what you think is good, and people kind of depending on you, no matter how much we say not financial advice, people are like looking to you or whatever. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stress. Even when stuff is doing good, I still feel pressure. So um, it's a lot of work, man. Carl said, "Good morning, everyone. I wonder if we're going to see the end of year profit taking. No telling what could happen, man. Like I said, all I really care about is the long term. People gonna profit take. Some people gonna take tax losses. They gonna shop for Christmas. They gonna do a lot of stuff. But what I will say, easy, even what I was expecting, I mean, the dump did come, but I thought it was gonna come right before Black Friday, and it kind of didn't. Kind of pumped a little bit. So you never can tell. All we think we can worry about is long term, and that's when we really gonna have to buckle down, get all our indicators together, whatever, and try to figure out when this thing gonna be all over. Um, Chris said the difference this bull run is retail is buying memes and junk that offer nothing. Big money is buying utility while everyone is just distracted with memes. Yeah, true in a sense. Like I said, memes will continue to run the cycle, but they threw out a bunch of distractions this whole year. What I'm used to, like, but this cycle is different. That's why I keep saying if you don't even have the experience of one cycle, then you definitely gonna be messed up. But this cycle is different. Because usually you kind of like find good projects and you sit there and they will like fluctuate, maybe go down 30-40% or whatever, but you're sitting like kind of packing your bags. This one, everyone's able to make a coin. And like I've been saying since the beginning of starting this channel, it's not just the meme tokens. You can make a project seem legit. Hey, look at this AI project. Look, it's got a nice website. And so you think because it's not a meme coin, then it must be a legit project, but they're not. Like I was talking about earlier, there was a group of people pumping a certain project. They even I kind of almost fell for. I was like, I didn't buy it, but I was like, oh, let me come back and see how this is gonna do. And that junk is like it's pretty much a rug now, man. But they made it seem so legit, so that's why you gotta be careful. And this is not the time to really be speculating on that kind of stuff. Um, Retail is probably still gonna keep buying meme coins. I know that's gonna make some of y'all upset, but they still probably gonna continue to buy meme coins, but they are gonna buy utility as well. But I mean, it's just a cycle we in. It's a saturated cycle. Anyway, rambling at this point, but I just want to give y'all some mindset stuff. Congratulations to the group. We had a lot of wins earlier, even some not even new wins. Some of the stuff we were already holding, I seen was making some pretty big moves or whatever. But yeah, I'm not trying to compete with anybody. Only way I'm trying to be the best in the space is in my mind. Like I am competitive. Before I was gloating and saying, "Oh, I'm better than you, stupid," and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm not trying to do that, but I want to help people make money. I feel like we got one of the best groups in the space. Um, I'm not going to get y'all into some of the stuff that y'all may see or whatever. Like I said, I got a list of stuff that I don't even want to look at new stuff. If I want to be honest, I'm just waiting to see when that stuff is coming out and what it's going to do. I saw one came out at a stupid valuation that I'm pretty sure make money, but I don't. I scratched it off my list. I really don't care. But oh wait, somebody had a new comment. This streaming software be being stupid sometimes. Like, sorry, I got to look at the monitor. Seeing these gains is doing wonders for my motivation to keep going. Appreciate the alpha though. Yeah. That's what I said. When you see us, here's the thing. I've said this other stream too. When you see your portfolio start moving like this, like this is the hardest part to stay like sound in mind because you start thinking stupid stuff and you start like maybe I should buy a $6 million mansion. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, just stay level head is all I can really say. But yeah, I think that's it. 35 minutes. That's a pretty decent time stream. But yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, it's at patreon.com/cryptozo. It's not going back to the other price. It is the price it is now. I feel like it's a great price or whatever. I do a lot of research. I can't be perfect on everything, but yeah, I get into some stuff early that people are waiting to get into. They don't want to get into stuff now because they're trying to pack their bags with liquidity grabs and meme coins. And I'm gonna be honest. My hope is for these people that be trying to scam people, I hope we push the price up 10x by the time they get in, so they can stop playing these games. But it is what it is. Anyway, patreon.com/cryptozo. Hopefully y'all had a great weekend. Hopefully you have a great week. We see some more gains. Stay level-headed. Take care of your mental health. Do some jumping jacks, some push-ups. Eat healthy. Drink water. All that kind of crap. And I'm going to see y'all next time.